The topic of tonight is, are 80% of women chasing the 20%? And they are, because they are not in that realm of the 20% themselves. They don't qualify. Right? So because they don't qualify, they're now trying to date up, right? Instead of finding the man most willing, they're looking for the richest in the room. Those are the women that date the narcissist and end up in really sad, unhealthy relationships because they were chasing the money.
That say I'd rather cry in a Wraith than a Honda, you fool.
Yeah, I don't want to cry at all. How
Yeah,
about that? I want to
That's
sit
what
on
I
the
was trying to
beach.
say.
Why not?
You're
Got
still
that.
crying,
I would like to
bozo.
cry
I
under the
don't
stars. I don't
wanna
want to
cry.
cry. Make
Yeah.
me smile in my Honda. Hello.
Big doof.
Yeah, no, I
wanna
good.
smile
I
under the
never
stars.
understood that.
Good. I'm
You said what?
I said I want to smile
I
under
like
the
that.
stars.
That's cute.
It's gonna be on the beach,
Yeah, I'm
not in the car.
I'm gonna put that on my merch.
But you didn't hear what I
Smile
said?
under the stars.
Wow.
No, what you said?
I
No,
said
what
it's
you
gonna
said?
be
What
on
you
a
said?
beach, not in a whip.
Not in a Rolls Royce.
I want to
See,
be.
you know
Crying
what?
the
The
stars
thing
in
is, those
Coney Island.
We,
No.
Amanda, you gonna
Why
let
is
him
he
take
like
them
this?
I
shots?
don't even know how to
Why is he
respond.
like
Like, just
this?
leave me alone. Like, you
leave me alone.
you
It
never
wasn't.
let
It
me
wasn't.
have
It wasn't.
anything.
His
To,
turtleneck
it wa-
is too tight.
I know.
I'm
Rico,
choking.
you're
I'm
bullying.
joking. All right. I'll pass out in 30 seconds. Just let me be.
Women are not qualified to date the kind of men they want to meet. And if you
Yeah.
want to meet a rich man, you have to elevate who you are in order to date different.
Facts.
And there's no roadmap for that up until now.
And the keyword isn't. The keyword is who you are, not what you have.
Yes.
I know for sure.
So like,
Yeah.
and that's the
Absolutely.
thing, and I think that's where a lot of people get confused because they try to upgrade what they have or where
Yeah.
they're at, but they're still not upgrading who they are. So it
Yeah,
can't.
no,
be
they'll buy a
sustained.
condo that they can't afford. They will buy
the
shoes
bags, the
that-
shoes, and they'll
Yeah.
make.
Well, they
it
don't
seem
really
like
buy
the-
it. You think
Listen,
they buy it?
there is Chanel bags on the
creating this
floor of
persona.
42C right now.
Wait.
Somebody is living on floor
There's no judgment.
on
This is
floor
real life.
42
This is
in
real life.
apartment C, sharing that
was like,
condo,
what?
sharing that penthouse with their best friend, and have Chanel bags on the floor because their closet didn't come with shelving. Like, to me, that's ass backwards.
I think you gave him too much with the penthouse. I was gonna
No, because that's what they're doing. Because they want you to see. Listen, I know people right now that are living this way and cannot afford
It's
their
not
lifestyle.
in the tri-state because a penthouse out here is far too expensive.
Listen, in Atlanta,
what it
it's
is?
everywhere.
In Atlanta, you could probably get one for
They'll get an
5 bands.
apartment
bands.
with like
I was about to
really
say.
Atlanta's
tall,
cheap. A
Yeah,
penthouse
they get
ain't
almost
really.
floor
Listen,
floor
yeah.
to ceiling
No,
windows.
they'll get
almost.
literally homes that cost $4,000 a month, split that shit with their best friend, and then turn up on a bunch of dudes to get a couple dollars from this one, couple dollars from this one, and put their rent money together.
You know what's crazy? Like
That's real. That's
that
real
only
life
exist-
for majority of women. And I used to look at these influencers like, wow, I want to be like that. Until I realized that bitch was homeless.
Well, she wasn't homeless unless she was in Jersey and New York, maybe
mean,
L.A. In Atlanta,
homeless.
in Atlanta, it don't take much for you to get money.
I mean, that's
So you can afford a penthouse for $4,000 in Atlanta. This is crazy.
yeah.
Well,
They got
no, they
penthouse.
they make it look good.
Yeah, they do.
Like I'm telling you, there's this one influencer I know. Like her apartment looks so nice, but it's only because she takes all her content and her pictures in this one area where
Angles.
she has like a large window, so it looks like floor to ceiling.
Yeah.
But it's
absolutely.
Flatbush.
Yeah.
It's,
And being
they
an
be cool. They be
influencer,
wanting to be like them.
everyone, who's they?
Not.
I love it.
Sorry, I
You
missed.
was-
I missed what you said, so I'm asking. for
You didn't
clarity
say nothing
before I
about we,
come.
but you said something about they.
Okay, no, well, I'm just asking for clarity before I come.
Yeah,
before
there
I
you
come
go.
for you.
Say hello, Alan.
Slide it over. Just slide it over.
What are you trying to do?
You like that kid in trouble in school. One thing y'all gotta understand about me is I live off the direct approach and ain't no shame in my game. I tell you who I am, what I expect, what I want, and what I demand. And if you do not meet those requirements, you can keep it moving. And you know what I'm saying? So if I want to wear my ankles out, I'm gonna wear my ankles out.
Listen, with these
You
pants,
tied that in with the ankles?
you could probably
I
part.
thought he was going somewhere else.
You could probably part the Red Sea with those. Them probably work just like.
I've already did
I
that.
bet.
What do you think? This is my like 10th
bet.
life here.
Lonnie said, "Show YouTube your ankles." Where's YouTube?
Which one's YouTube? Which
gotta
one is
put-
this camera or that camera?
Raise your leg. Just raise
I
your
did
leg.
already.
If he raised the leg, his knee is coming out.
Oh, YouTube can't see it.
His
That's why.
kneecap is coming clean out the bottom of them pants if he raised that up too high.
Listen, guys, if you dress
But it looked
like
good
me,
though. You pulled it
listen.
together.
No, it's a good fit.
Yeah, it's a good fit.
First of all, listen, y'all not going. I know it's a good fit. Before I even came out the house,
He was raving about it.
Thank you.
Since he walked
You know
in.
what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
fellas.
I can't wait for y'all to see my live
Yeah, I saw
fit.
the last
live
look. I'm
fit.
glad you cleaned up. I'm glad you cleaned up.
Oh, my last one.
Yeah. The last look wasn't bad, but it was.
I
it
was
was
ready for
giving,
war.
It was giving. I want to fight. Yeah, it was giving. It was giving. Catch me outside.
If not, it was giving me catch me right here.
Nah, it's giving on the block.
What's up?
Come on, I was here. I had a long day. You see? It was a red one too.
Oh, but yeah, you look like potential.
Get you a.
This is like
This is-
Thanksgiving.
Y'all gotta get.
He looks like
This
he's
for
going
Thanksgiving.
skiing. That's what he
you
looks
fucked
like.
up. This should have been
That's
Thanksgiving.
the Aspen.
Nah, I got a better one. But get y'all a man that could do both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you right. No, you right.
Get y'all a
You
man
right.
that could do both.
You
Get you
right.
one that could look like, oh, he not playing, and oh, he's sophisticated.
Yeah.
Depending on my mood and depending on, you know what I'm saying, what I want
This
to
would give both if the ankles.
I was about to say sophisticated and then
Oh, y'all don't like ankles?
I mean, not that much ankle. That's calf.
Because I'm sitting down. That's why.
Shins.
When I stand up, it's right
Not the
above. It's
shin.
Right.
above.
Okay.
But you know, when
Okay,
you
fair
sit
enough.
down,
We'll
yeah.
give you that. We'll
if
give you
if
that.
we at the dinner table, who really looking at my ankles now?
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
You looking
No, I
at,
get
you know what I'm
it.
saying, that
I get
Ocean Prime steak, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you might like a little bit of
Is he spending?
who, me? No.
You said Ocean Prime. I just heard
I'm not
Ocean
gonna
Prime.
lie.
It's like money.
I spend on
Sounds like an
I
expensive
spend
steak.
on my girl. I
yeah, I
definitely
was like,
do.
he's been
I would
capping.
not lie.
He's
and
a spender.
She'll be the first one to tell you like that nigga be spending.
So let me say,
But
did you when you took her out on the first date, where'd you go?
She took me out on the first date, and we went to a place called Firefly in Los
And
Angeles.
she paid for it?
And she paid. It was actually her.
disgusting.
No, it's not. That's
Oh
what
no,
got
he
her
was
a baby.
in her city.
That's like a crime.
She did.
Well, what really happened
She
was,
said that's
Like
a
you
crime.
on not on her part, on your behalf.
nah, hell no.
Yeah, nah,
No,
friend.
Rico's
Nah,
super okay
need
with
to-
this, and he also wants a woman to propose
Propose.
to him.
Yeah, but let's not go off on a
What
tangent.
the
We're gonna tackle
I'm just
this
saying
one by
that's
one.
the kind of guy you're dealing with.
Okay,
right
so
now.
so hold on, right?
Let's start
This
one,
your
by-
friend. This your friend.
one by one. One by one, ma'am.
Get your friend. Get
That's
your
my
friend.
friend.
No, but for real, it's because the gesture. It's not the money.
Who?
It's
Wait,
the
what?
gesture
Of her?
of you not pulling out your pocket and watching. So let me just say it like this: no shade, right? But my man would never. He would never take me anywhere and let me pull out my wallet because he feels as though a man is to protect and provide. He lives by those two rules. So when you take a woman out and you're courting her for the first time, especially, it should be the gesture that you provide that pays to put food in her belly.
No shade. Your man can never do what I do. So,
Okay.
so with that
What
being,
does that mean exactly?
like, I could, like, in a sense where I don't need to pay the first date to show what I'm capable of.
Okay.
Like a first date, second date, or third date is not a requirement. I mean, it does not dictate if I can or can't provide and protect. I really firmly believe that.
So we're supposed to wait 3 weeks and waste our time before we
No,
determine
I didn't
if.
say that at all.
So how many dates does it take?
What do you mean? I'm
Like
just.
you said, you don't have to in the first 2, 3, 4
I
days.
feel like
So
the
what
women
is
that the women that I actually go on a date with are not fools, and they know what they see and they know what it is. So they're
Do you think that's because you have a representative?
no. I think that who I am and what I am is.
But how would they know that if they don't know you and they're dating you for the first time?
I mean, have you ever heard of? There's many different reasons, but let's go
Okay.
with intuition. Let's go with good judgment. And I feel like the people that I typically invest in have great judgment, which is
Okay.
why I typically. And I said this here at Eight at the Table. I have never dated seriously.
Right. Okay.
Seriously, a bad woman.
Mhm.
I've picked, even though I've only had 4 relationships in my life,
Mhm.
and 3 of them didn't last. Some of them partly my fault.
Mm-hmm.
They were all good people. They were
Right.
all good women, and they all have a lot going for themselves, and have
Right.
obtained a lot of success for themselves with or without me,
Right.
or with or without the man that they're currently with. So, the women that I have picked, I have good judgment with, and the women that have picked me in return,
Mhm.
they have good judgment with.
Okay.
So, with all of that being said, you know, I feel as if you're a very conscious, smart, aware individual,
It does take that.
you know
disagree with
you know who you're sitting across from.
That's fair.
And you know what it's gonna require, and you know what you're signing up for. Now, yeah, she paid on the first date, but I paid for many more. So at the end of the day, she won. But at the end of the day, if I would have paid for the first date, I probably would have treated her like a lot of first dates. So she already stood.
I think that's really based upon your prior experiences.
Well, no, I mean, I just think.
I mean, it is.
No,
because when you say, you know, if she wouldn't have paid for the first date, I probably would have treated her like every other first date. That's you literally saying because she paid, she made it this far, which
No.
really isn't the case,
No,
right? That's really not why she got to this point.
Nah, but I respect initiators and go-getters. That's why I said, what have you accomplished?
It was something unlike anything you've experienced before.
Well,
It hit different.
it hit different. Not because she paid,
knew
though.
your pain point.
No. It's not because she paid, though.
She knew your pain point, and she eliminated the headache. Your pain point is all these other women I come out of pocket for, or I felt obligated to. If she knew you and she knew who she was sitting across from, she did her homework. She didn't just sit with a stranger.
You know what happens? This is what happens when you have experience with a lot. Well, first of all, to my girl, my girl's from Los Angeles. So she's not around a lot of struggling, starving, or newly rich people. Okay, so the game is different.
Right.
So for as a woman, most of these LA women, they just want to take. So if she really wants somebody that she knows has something, she knows she can't take initially because she needs to separate herself from the other bunch.
Correct.
So it wasn't that it was a pain point because there was no pain. It's not like our date was $1,000, $10,000.
No, I don't mean pain on her part.
Yeah.
I mean pain on yours.